greatest proof of tolerance that we found the entire trip. I'll explain exactly what I meant, but first I'm going to call on Michael, who represents the school, who will address all of us.
As a matter of fact, I don't represent the school, but I represent the Polish Forum for Dialogue Among Nations that organizes today's meeting. The idea of today's meeting is that we want you to meet each other. We want young Jews to meet young Poles, because we think that a lot of misunderstandings that are between Poles and Jews, they are based on the lack of contact, and we think that such contact is very important. So first, during this meeting, you will have opportunity to talk in small groups about different things, and I hope you will enjoy. So after this gathering here, we'll split into small groups and go upstairs, and you'll have a lot of time to talk to the others. And now I give Mike.
Thank you, Michael. 2 weeks, an entire 2 weeks, were utilized by the group here to welcome the March of the Living here today. One of the things that they've done is to practice the music that came from Schindler on the Roof. It was Fiddler's List. They practice playing Schindler's List and other songs for over 2 weeks. We suddenly came, and they were told that there were individuals that, because of Shabbat, and because of the fact that we are in the midst of the Sphira, when some 24,000 students of Rebbe Akiva passed away. It's a national state of mourning, and we don't partake in music this time. Could you imagine? You invite someone to your home, you prepare 2 weeks for a luscious meal, and then the person that you invited suddenly says, "You know what? I can't eat what you prepared for me." How is the individual going to react? That is the beginning of tolerance. Tolerance begins not just by words, but by action. They asked, "Can we sing?" Of course, we've been singing a whole Shabbat. Can we tap dance? We were dancing a whole Shabbat. They will sing, they will dance, they will discuss with you. They have put away their instruments in order to satisfy our group and not find any members of the group offended by music on Shabbat or Sphira. That is the greatest tolerance that I have ever seen. discussion. There's an old expression that in life, it's the act that is important and not the words. In Hebrew, V'lo hamidrash ikar elo hama'aseh. It's not the talk that's important, it's the deed. What you have done to accept what is necessary for our religious practice was one of the most tolerant deeds that we want to thank you for. And to those that practiced for 2 weeks, to those that took the time, the energy, the effort, to show that you really care, to show that you want to show a body that this is not the generation of the generations that passed, but this is a new age, a new year, a new Poland. Poland that created a pope that brought more peace to the world and more understanding between Jew and non-Jew than any other pope perhaps in the last several hundred years, or maybe 1,800 years. He grew up with church friends. He grew up in a town that had so many Jews. He understood them. He changed not only much of the world, but so much of your own country. And we admired him for his going to Israel, his first going as a pope to a synagogue, for him going to the wall, the famous wall, and putting a prayer in the wall of Jerusalem. He was a great man, tolerant man, and an understanding man. And you are great individuals, tolerant individuals, and understanding individuals.
Thank you, Rabbi. Now, one formal thing is that now I will present to you the next person who will be presenting the school. And after this meeting, we'll split into 20 people groups. And in these 20 people groups, we'll go then afterwards upstairs. And to the adults that are here among us, we will decided to do a special meeting with Andrzej Holbaczny, who is one of the leaders of Polish-Jewish dialogue today, who is one member of parliament in Poland, and he will give a meeting to the adults who are present here. The meeting will be in a different place. All right, so.
On behalf of all the students from my high school, we're extremely happy that you are here so we can talk, share some opinions, and to get to know each other. And I'm fairly sure that the atmosphere during our meeting will be much warmer than the temperature outside the building. And, so once again, welcome and make yourselves at home. And we prepared some sort of performance. It will be without music, but I hope that you'll enjoy it.
Recap that. być tego geodematy? To nagrałem.
There are two emergency doors if you are, no.
And we just wanted to say that we apologize if something goes wrong, but hopefully not. I will follow him. Follow him wherever he may go. And near him I always will be. For nothing can keep me away. He is my destiny. I will follow him. Ever since he touched my heart, I knew there isn't an ocean too deep, a mountain so high it can keep me away.
to the classes, okay?
You can sing
so
along.
then you'll have half an hour to talk in small groups and then 15 minutes to talk in big groups. And
Okay, maybe. Say. Oh yeah.
Do you have a sometimes
My dad bought a little thing for my sister.
Maybe I will record something.
Why we need your help? Because we need, we want for all these years.
You're one of the good guys. You're trying, and we commend you for that. It's good what you're doing. There's a starting point, and
No, but I have started 6 years ago, or 7.
but it's an evolution.
I'm sorry,
When you say that the March of Living only portrays that side, I want you to understand. The first thing we show the children, the students within life here, is the quality and the richness of Jewish life that was in home. To show the students that there has been change, that there is a rapprochement of sorts. And I think it's important that on both sides it continue. And the fact that Montreal has done it, I think we can expand it out into the rest of the March of 11. And it's just a matter of this dialogue continuing. Not just today, but next week, next month, next year. Because otherwise, it'll just stay from this small conflict.
I must tell you that I quite often speak to Jewish groups, and I
want to thank you very much.
Thank you very much
for cooperating with us and supporting us with all the changes that we threw at you at the last minute, and to everybody that worked so hard to put it all together. Please send my thank you to all the students who supported us.
Like to stay in touch with us. Please, I don't know how can we do it.
I have your email
Could
address.
you?
Yes.
If we have your emails, we'll send you our newsletter. And I'd like to be in touch with you because it's really.
Not today, because
Yes.
it's a Sabbath, but is there anything you can drop off at the hotel tomorrow? We're not going to be there.
I will communicate with Andre. Just a minute. Bus captains and chaperones. Our vice reps, bus captains.
Dostałam batonika, ale niestety się roztopił. To mi się masz go naciągać, wiesz?
It was hailing before. I think they would pray.
Okay,
And then we can start.